welcome to FYI, Nash Community College's very own news program. This is our inaugural episode. My name is Kate Britton, and I'm joined here by my able-bodied co-host, Xavier Johnson.
Hey Kate, hello everybody out there. Let's start the show off with some headlines. Hurricane Matthew came through Rocky Mount as well as North Carolina, South Carolina, Georgia, and up the coast of Florida. Parts of Rocky Mount, Princeville, East Tarboro, and Nashville were devastated by the impact of Hurricane Matthew, as well as some of the days afterwards. Some shelters were open in Nash Central High School as well as D.S. Johnson Elementary School.
In other news, Rocky Mount's Brew Mill has been making a lot of progress. The Brew Mill is an educational partner of Nash Community College's brewing program. It's in its final phase of construction, and the labs and classrooms that will be located inside the Brew Mill will be available for use soon. Anyone who would like to sample any of the beers that are made by the brewing program can attend Oystoberfest. Love the name. Starting on November 4th, 2016 from 6 to 8 p.m. at the Tuscan Patio here at Nash Community College. Tickets are $50 per person.
Another headline from the community, OIC has partnered with Farmer Blue of North Carolina to open up a Happy Hill pharmacy at the OIC Happy Hill Medical Center on North Gray Street. Now, the OIC CEO and Director of Integrated Health Services, CEO being Ruben Blackwell, and the Director being Brian Elderby, both agreed and stated in an interview saying that the purpose of this Happy Hill Family Medical Center as well as the pharmacy is to help people manage their medications as well as make it affordable and location-wise for the people of Rocky Mount, because we don't have something like this within the community.
And there you have our headlines for FYI's month of October. I'm joined now by Sean Geddes, a student who recently attended the study abroad trip to the Stratford Festival in Stratford, Ontario. Hi, Sean.
Hi, Kate. How are you?
I'm good. How are you doing?
I'm good.
So, this trip, how was it?
It was fantastic. Seriously, the trip of a lifetime.
Had you ever had a chance to visit Canada or anywhere abroad before?
I have not. I'm, I believe, the first person in my mom's side of the family to leave the country.
That's exciting.
Yeah.
That's really exciting. So, tell me a little bit about the Stratford Festival. So, we know it is a big Shakespeare festival and other bits of different types of theater. So, you had the opportunity to see, what, 4 different plays?
Yes, 4 shows, all of which were really top quality. If I hadn't been sitting in the audience, I might have thought they were a movie.
And that's a good thing, that sense of realism. And so, in addition to the shows, what were some other things that you got to experience? You got to go to Toronto, right?
Mm-hmm. We got to spend a day exploring downtown Toronto. Got to see the CN Tower and Casa Loma, they claim the only castle in North America.
That's really awesome.
Yeah.
So no Maple Leafs games?
No.
And did you bring back any maple syrup with you?
I did not, though I know many did.
Can you tell me who they are and where I can get them?
I am not at liberty to disclose that information.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Well, I will find them. And another thing. So you also got to do some backstage tours.
Yes, we got to go backstage in the Stratford Theater, which is the first theater since the Globe, which Shakespeare created, to have a thrust stage. So the audience is 170 degrees around the stage. So no matter where you're sitting, it's a good seat in the house.
Okay. And so what were some of the shows that you saw?
I saw As You Like It, Macbeth, The Chorus Line, and The Hypochondriac.
Awesome. Now, do you have a favorite of one of those?
My favorite for comedy was The Hypochondriac, and my favorite for drama was Macbeth.
Macbeth. Well,
they're really hard to compare.
No, I mean
genre.
Shakespeare, kind of in his own league. Can you tell us a little bit about what The Hypochondriac is about? Because I know that's something that maybe not a lot of people have heard of before.
It is actually a show that the 6 of us that went to see it had no idea what it was going in. It is a comedy about a man who is a hypochondriac, who is basically trying to marry his daughter off to a doctor so that he doesn't have to pay medical bills.
Huh.
And then his daughter and his brother come up with a scheme to convince him that he isn't really sick.
I like it.
And hilarity ensues.
Oh, I'm sure it's a madcap.
I was belly laughing the entire time.
That's a good thing.
Yes.
That's a good thing. So how many students went with you on this trip?
Students, I believe 21, total people 27.
Okay. and it sounds like you guys had a wonderful time.
It was an experience of a lifetime.
I'm sad that I did not try to sneak myself into one of your suitcases, because the Stratford Festival is so internationally renowned.
Yes.
So, but thank you so much for joining us today, and I hope that those are really great memories that you'll get to hold on for years to come.
Thanks for having me.
No problem.
On October 7, 2016, Nash CC sponsored a 27th annual golf tournament where all the proceeds went towards the student foundation that provides students with scholarships. All 140 golfers had a chance to win a 2017 Buick from Davenport Auto Parts. The winners are, for First Division, Team Sumner; for Second Division, Team Cecil Caps Realty; and Third Division, First South Bank. There was also a pre-tournament party in the NCC library on October 6th. People enjoyed entertainment, games, as well as some fine hors d'oeuvres from our culinary arts program at Nash Community College. I had an interview with somebody who had a very big hand in putting this whole tournament together, and her name is Pam Ballou. Let's take a look at this interview now. Hi, I'm here with Nash Community College's own Pam Ballou. How are you, Pam?
I'm just fine, Xavier. Thanks for having me.
You're welcome. All right, let's get into talking about the golf tournament. What is your thing about the golf tournament and attending it? What do you think of it so far?
Well, I'll tell you, I came into my role here at Nash the week of the golf tournament. So that was my very first week here. But I will tell you, we had rain. That was as Hurricane Matthew was moving in, but rain did not dampen the spirits of the people, of the golfers. We had a great turnout. I think in the afternoon session, we only had 3 teams that just gave up and came off the course in the pouring rain. Most of them would come off the course and say things like, "Oh, we only played 6 holes in the rain," and it just did not dampen the spirits. They knew they were there to help raise money for scholarships, and that's what it was all about.
All right, that is an awesome thing that they didn't give up despite what the weather or what was coming through the community. All right, do you participate in any golfing or personally or during the planning of this event?
Oh well, I cannot take any credit on the planning of the event. All of the accolades go to the foundation assistant Angela Becker and the very capable golf committee, chaired this year by Frank Maynard, and numerous other people both on campus and off campus helped us with that, and it came off without a hitch. Of course, we had great volunteers that day. Our student ambassadors were among the volunteers, and we had others from the campus who also helped. It's a huge team effort, and our team came together and won that championship that day, for sure.
Do you participate in golfing personally?
Oh no, the last time I tried to play golf was as a student taking a golf course at NC State, and my instructor was really glad when I got out of the class.
I don't believe that you were that bad.
I was.
What are some special things that went on during the event?
Well, one thing that we did this year that we haven't done in the past, we had a pre-tournament party on Thursday night before the tournament. And we did a silent auction that night. And the nice thing about it is we were able to showcase the culinary department and the brewing department here on campus. And anytime that we can showcase programs to people coming in from the outside and showcase some of the talents of our students, we had so many people say, "Wow, who catered this?" And we were so proud to be able to say, our very own culinary department did this. And of course, people were able to test craft beers, etc. So it was a great event. We had a silent auction that night as well. And we moved the silent auction to the pre-tournament party and did actually a little better on it than we had in the past. I think we made about $2,300 on our silent auction. We had people from the community that donated items for that silent auction, so that went over really well. It was a lot of fun, and I think people had a great time.
That's a good thing. And all the proceeds do go to the NCC Foundation for college scholarships?
That's correct. All of that money goes to scholarships. It goes directly into the hands of students, etc., so that we can serve the needs for our students. We take the opportunity at the golf tournament, although it's a great fundraiser for us, it's also a very powerful friend raiser for the college and for the foundation and on behalf of the students. We take that opportunity to remind people that the reason they're there playing golf today or that day is because of the students, and we make sure that we drive that message home anytime we do any type of event. So yes, that money all goes toward our scholarship program.
All right, with all the events and all the food by the culinary arts program here at Nash Community, what was your favorite part of this particular event, the golf tournament?
Well, I will have to say, in my short time here, I have learned that this group of staff and faculty here pulled together as a team, and that was so evident the day of the tournament, the week of the tournament. I saw that very much in evidence here, and so I'll have to say that it wasn't a particular part of the tournament that was my favorite. My favorite was seeing the team effort and the final result, and people just seemed to have a good time. They enjoyed each other's company, but yeah, it was that team spirit in pulling the golf tournament together.
Yeah, I've always been told teamwork makes the dream work.
Absolutely.
All right, now why a pre-tournament party? Of my knowledge, there's never been one.
Well, you know, that was a new concept this year, and I don't know who had that idea, but I think, as a matter of fact, I think that may have come from the golf tournament. The golf committee decided they wanted to do the pre-tournament party this year. That was a new concept, and you know, I'll tell you, we managed, and I say we, it was a team effort, managed to convert the library into just a really nice venue for this type of function. I mean, it was, you wouldn't have recognized it. I told people I felt like I was decorating for the prom.
Now, what do you look forward to next year when you'll be able to be more involved and come in at a more time?
Well, you know, I am a big believer in not reinventing the wheel. And this golf tournament has gone on for many, many years, and I think we can't fix the weather. So I think it is a well-oiled machine that goes off pretty much without a hitch, and people have their assigned tasks that day, and I don't see that I would really change a thing. If I could have some influence over the weather, maybe I could change that. But I think it was a great day. Benvenue Country Club did a wonderful job for us, and I would like to see us continue the golf tournament much in the same spirit and the same format as we've used in the past.
All right, thanks for interviewing with me. I'm Xavier Johnson with FYI, along with Pam Ballou, and this is our interview.
So, Nash Community College's Drama Club recently put on a production of The Twilight Zone. This is the 4th year that they have put on the production. Each year they do different episodes. I'm joined today by one of the cast members from The Twilight Zone, Max Herbert. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me.
So, tell me a little bit. You played Rod Serling.
Yes.
That is fantastic. How was that? I mean, that's such an iconic kind of character.
Yes, it is. I really enjoy playing Rod Serling on the stage. It's really a lot of fun. I play it sort of a little gender neutral. So I try to do a little bit of research so that I can get some of his mannerisms down.
Because it's very specific.
Yes, he has a very iconic mannerism and voice, and the way he presents his syntax and his everything about the way his presence is amazing. So I try to research him a lot and look at a lot of what he does and how he does it. And so then I try to deliver the lines as true to him as I could be without becoming a caricature.
Right, right. Because you don't want to be just like a cartoonish impersonation, essentially.
Exactly.
And you also get to say those iconic, you're fallen into.
Yes,
the Twilight Zone.
Yes, 4 times, because at the end of each of his appearances, he ends up saying the Twilight Zone. That's the last thing he says, and then lights out, and you get the next scene. And it's always very interesting to do that and have. It's almost like you can. I don't know. I love playing him. I was telling somebody the other day that I've been watching videos of him a lot, either on the television or on my phone, especially backstage. Okay. Let's get Rod down, you know. And every time I see his face, it's like there's an old friend.
Yeah, I mean, that is a fantastic way to go about character study. I was a theater major in college,
Oh,
so that was,
great.
I love hearing anything about that. So that's really great. It's good to hear that. So tell me a little bit, so the 2 episodes that have been put on this year are The Obsolete Man
Yes.
and Ring-a-Ding Girl.
Yes.
So tell me a little bit, I guess you can give a little bit away.
Okay,
you can
sure.
Just tell me a little bit about those 2 episodes. Give me a little rundown.
All right. Well, Ring-a-Ding Girl is about a Hollywood starlet who is going back to visit her hometown because she was sent a ring by her hometown. Everybody chipped in. The whole town chipped in and bought her this beautiful ring. And as she's looking at it, suddenly Twilight Zone happens and her sister is begging her to come home. And she's supposed to go shoot film in Rome, but instead she stops off in her hometown. And Twilight Zone-y things happen. And
Twists and turns,
things you don't expect. The ring continues to communicate with her about how something strange is going on, about how the town really needs her right now. And so I don't want to give away the whole thing.
I mean, we'll just say,
And then you can watch the episode.
yeah, you can catch it. I'm sure it's on the YouTube. I'm sure you can find it somewhere because, I mean, but the great thing about Twilight Zone is you do have those twists and turns, things that you would not expect, and that's what has made it so iconic and has made it kind of this lasting impression on so many people.
Exactly.
So The Obsolete Man. So The Obsolete Man is about a man, it was kind of based on, since the show came out in the early 60s, on the Cold War, on kind of Stalinism and totalitarianism.
Yes.
And he is, a librarian? And he's been deemed obsolete?
Exactly. So
terrifying
for
for
this
me.
stage adaptation, we changed it to a female character, just so you know. So yes, she as a librarian has been deemed obsolete by this society because this society no longer values books. And so...
No, that's not cool. That's not cool.
No,
with
it
me.
isn't.
That's not cool. As someone who's in library school and works in the library, that's a terrifying idea.
I'm a total book nerd, so this really spoke to me. And it's a very great piece. I get to say some incredible lines that I feel are very meaningful for where we are right now in the world, too. And so the basic idea is she's been deemed obsolete and therefore must be executed.
Whew.
And
I'm getting chills right now.
As you would expect with someone who reads a lot like she does, she's very intelligent and she sets up a situation that shows the chancellor, who is the person who basically is the final decision, yes, we are executing you, shows the chancellor that maybe he's obsolete too.
So she's learning she knows how to work the system.
Yes, she's
essentially.
working the system.
It's such a timeless show.
Yes.
And it's so awesome that they have these different episodes to pull from, so it can be something different each year. So, but thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
And I believe that we have some clips to show now from the Twilight Zone. So enjoy.
I know. And you're making me ovulator. All right. Lovesville to you too, babe. What? Stefan's nervous.
So am I. You've got 25 minutes to get to the airport.
Won't they hold the plane?
Not forever. Now you better shift gears.
Well, I'm all packed except for my rings. You know I'm taking all of them.
Oh, you kook.
It was your idea.
It was my idea. I mean, it will make good publicity if the ring-a-ding girl collected rings. Now, you better haul your fan tail out of here, or all you're gonna see of that plane is the vapor trail.
Oh, Bunny, what is it? Bunny, are you okay? Bree, call Dr. Floyd. Ring-a-ding girl. But you don't fool Cyrus Gentry. Little Miss High and Mighty, coming around thinking she's somebody special. Well, you are special. Right now.
Finally got you feeling Hollywood, huh?
No, I like it out there. It's not what you think.
Oh, isn't it? Heard all about those hijinks you get up to out there. Can't say I'd be proud of it. Ugh. What brought you back here, Barbara?
Coming home was an impulse.
Well, sure picked the day to do it. The Founders Day picnic. Not that you'd be interested.
Oh, but I am Mr. Gentry. See, that's why I need your help.
You need my help.
Yes, see, I need you to open the doors to the high school auditorium, and some people may come in, and if you do, I just want you to let them in there.
I can't do that. I gotta go to the picnic.
Mr. Gentry, I know you don't like me, but this is important, terribly important.
Always asking for favors. Always wanted to be treated like somebody special. Barbara Blake.
We're all travelers. The trip begins in a place called birth and ends in that lonely town called death. And that's the end of the journey, unless you happen to exist for a few hours, like Bunny Blake, in the misty regions of the Twilight Zone.
Thank you for tuning in to the first episode of FYI. Catch us next month, the last Friday of November, where we might look like turkeys.
Yeah, because it's going to be Black Friday, and who knows how much stuffing we will have eaten by then. So we will see you next month. Take care.
And thank you for participating.
Yeah.
Blooper.
Wop wop. Wop wop.
I want to say participating. That's the word that was there.
Thank you for participating
Thank
in
you
this
for
show.